hope you'll be in 10 years? Take a minute, think about it, and share your answers with your group. I'll wait right here. I bet many of you said something about getting your dream job. Most of you probably mentioned receiving a college degree from your dream school. And some of you, I'm sure, mentioned having a family. Maybe you said you wanted something big and expensive, like a really nice house, or a car, or a boat. And if you didn't say it, I'm almost certain that you would want to have enough money to live comfortably. Why do we want these things? Each of us wants to be happy, which is why all of our dreams end with us reaching our happily ever after. We often think that getting into the college of our choice, playing in the NFL, or getting our dream job will finally make us happy. And this pursuit of happiness is often the driving motivation behind everything we do. And while these experiences that make us happy in the moment are not all inherently bad, they cannot bring us fulfillment or the lasting happiness. It's problematic when we focus on the pursuit of happiness with the false notion that it will bring us lasting peace. Happiness, like all emotions, is fleeting. This is why we move from one source of happiness to the next. We experience happiness from moments of laughter with friends and getting the grade that we've hoped for on a test that we've studied really hard for. But we also experience that feeling leave us after the moment is over. If happiness is a core desire of all people, there must be something that will lead us to experience lasting fulfillment and peace. This desire for happiness is not new. In the 4th century, St. Augustine wrote, "We all want to live happily. In seeking you, my God, I seek a happy life. Let me seek you so that my soul may live, for my body draws life from my soul, and my soul draws life from you. God alone satisfies." As Christians, we understand that our desire for happiness comes from God, and it is only in Jesus, the divine embodiment of God, that we will find the true happiness that we are seeking. The reason we are not fulfilled when we reach a goal or achieve something new is because it's only in Christ that we are truly fulfilled. Happiness is a word that gets thrown around quite a bit, but what does it actually mean? Happiness is an emotion. It's a hormonal reaction to pleasure after dopamine and serotonin are released in the brain. It's typically related to something external, something outside of ourselves. Our happiness often relies on other people or places or things or experiences. You might feel happy when you pass an important test, or when you get moved up to the varsity team for a big game, or when you get a lot of likes on a social media post. Happiness is often linked to our experience of what feels good, which is why we may continuously seek things that will cause us to feel enjoyment or bliss. Joy, on the other hand, is internal. It's not caused by an external event, but is experienced internally when we feel at peace. Joy is a feeling derived by the expectation of God's love and goodness, and a person can be joyous even when the world around them is in chaos. Happiness and joy are different, because happiness can conflict with other emotions, like sadness or anger. But joy can exist simultaneously with emotions like sadness. A person may feel joy and peace when their grandmother passes away, even though they may not see her again, and they're sad about that. Joy is because they know that she lived a long and faithful life. While another person might feel joy and peace after getting a mediocre grade on a science test, because they are confident that they studied and prepared to the best of their ability. Jesus teaches us how to live a life filled with joy. He does this during the Sermon on the Mount. "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. And blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. When we hear the Beatitudes, we may think that they are contradictory to us. We don't often equate poor in spirit or mourning as experiences that make us feel blessed. But Jesus is telling us that if we live out the Beatitudes on earth, then we will receive the kingdom of heaven, and we will see God. This should bring us great joy. During the upcoming Life Nights, we will explore different emotions. The church teaches that our emotions are neither good nor bad. They just are. We're human, and we have emotions. We feel happy, sad, angry, fearful, powerful, loving, and peaceful. We can't change this, nor should we try. Even Jesus, who was fully man and fully divine, felt emotions. When Lazarus died and Jesus saw Lazarus' sisters, Mary and Martha, weeping, he also felt sorrow, and he wept. When Jesus walked into the temple to see that people had turned a place of worship into a place where they could make money, Jesus was angry. When Jesus encountered people, especially the poor, afflicted, and children, he showed his great love for them by giving them his time, his attention, preference, and healing. Jesus rejoiced when he talked to the disciples about their names being written in heaven. When we read the Bible and see Jesus' emotions, we learn how to be human. We learn that our emotions are not bad. They are, in fact, part of what make us human. And although emotions are neither good nor bad, the way we express our emotions can absolutely be positive or negative. Feeling angry can lead us to gossip about someone else, even though we know we shouldn't. Feeling sad can lead us to focus more inwardly and not be charitable towards others. As Christians, we can learn how to view our emotions through the lens of Jesus' experiences. And this way we can see authentic human emotions lived in a perfectly ordered way. When we think back to the difference between happiness and joy, it's important that we remember that we can experience joy and peace when our external circumstances are not ideal. Because joy and peace come from having a relationship with Jesus. When we nurture our relationship with Jesus, we're able to order our emotions and use them for good. These next few weeks, we're going to look at Jesus' life in the Gospels and discover how he responded to the different emotions that he felt. And by looking at Jesus' life, we will learn about emotions as a human experience that Jesus redeemed. We don't have to be afraid of the way that we feel. We can turn to Jesus and use him as a source of grace to become integrated people who live holy and joyful lives.